probably leads a segue to the next topic, which is PMS. So are you also using, Profit.co PMS?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. And before using Profit.co PMS, were you using again a Word, or were you doing it manually? How were you doing it, Carrie?
We're doing a Word document, and we
Okay.
do double blind completion. So the staff we're filling out the questionnaire, and then the um, managers were filling out the questionnaire, and then someone from HR was manually putting them together, the answers.
Okay. Okay.
And then shortly before the live meeting, the manager and the employee would get a consolidated copy of the questionnaire to use in the meeting. So it was a very manual process.
Oh, okay. 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 That's interesting. So, how many appraisals, performance appraisals have you done with Profit.co now?
So we did a full annual cycle.
Okay.
So we started doing it. They don't do them all at once because we used to do all of our PDPs. We call them PDP for performance development planning
Okay.
or professional development planning.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So we call them PDPs for professional development planning, and we used to do them all in April. But once we grew, over 100 people, that was too much for the HR department to handle. So they spread them throughout the year now, one department at a time, and it's pretty much a rolling cycle. So it's always happening, and they're just doing one department at a time. Keep going.
Okay.
So we've done one full annual cycle. They started it in January 2023 using Profit. And we did do some upgrades to the system that we worked with Profit on to allow the double blind completion.
Okay.
And yeah, it worked really well.
Sure. Awesome. That's a nifty idea, right? Spreading it throughout the year and doing it one department at a time. I
Yeah.
guess that lends a nice pace, right, to how things are doing, and you're able to do enough justice to everyone instead of rushing it, right? I guess, right?
Well, it's really important to us too. We separate professional development planning from salary reviews. We still do those all at one time a year, but we don't want we don't want the money someone's earning to be, we want them not to be thinking about that when they're doing their professional development. What you want
Absolutely.
to improve on, what you want to, grow in, what areas of knowledge you might want to develop. We want to separate that from how much money you want.
That's a very, very forward-thinking practice, right? Because it provides probably a safe space for people, right? To really talk about what bothers them, what they can do to improve, what they expect from the company and from others, right? To a bit openly, right? Because they don't feel that, sort of, salary decision over their head, right? So they're able to speak freely,
Yeah.
right? So that's very good. Okay, that's awesome. So overall, what has been, your experience in terms of the support from Profit.co, right? Whether it's customer success or product, what has been your feedback, right, in terms of the people that you've been working with on Profit.co and overall the company as a whole?
It's been excellent. So we've used it a few different ways. To begin with, we were a growth customer, and we just, we used chat when we needed to, but we didn't have, a lot of direct communication. Then when we progressed with launching PDPs and Profit, then we deepened our relationship a bit because we worked with your IT team on introducing the double blind, and that was a really good process. And we went back and forth to make sure that it was right. And then even once launched, my department was the first one to go through it so that we could test it at the same time. When we needed some tweaks, Profit.co was very responsive. We were able to get it working the way we wanted it to work, which was excellent. And the feedback from our staff was, it was so much easier to complete than the Word document. It was user friendly, it was intuitive. So we had a lot of really strong feedback from the staff that the new process was an improvement over our Word documents.